Hey guys, this is Tagene Dean of Money Coaching Services, and today we want to talk about 5 financial steps that you should take after a natural disaster, right? So Hurricane Beryl has passed Jamaica and has done significant damage in some of the parishes. The persons have lost roof, persons have lost lives, persons lost lights, communication, telephone, and so on. So we want to be able to be a part of the recovery process, right? So this is Tagene from Money Coaching Services, and we help individuals and business owners to manage their money. But this session is specifically for individuals, even business owners too, because your business property might be damaged and so on. So we're going to give you some tips as to how to quickly get back on your feet as best as possible so that we can recover. So Hurricane Beryl has been making a stir in the Caribbean, and Jamaica got a taste of that yesterday. So here are some of the tips that we want to share with you as you try to recover from the effects of the hurricane. So some persons have no light, some persons roads are blocked, there is flooding, all manner of things. All right. So like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when we are on. And persons, any situation that you're currently facing, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. We want awareness as to what is going on in your community, and we are using this platform also to help persons be aware, right? So number one we have for you today is to have a third party assess your situation. Have an assessment done on your property, on your home, on the surrounding areas, right? Business owners, you need to do this as well. So it's not only for your personal residence where you live, also for business owners, assess the building, and before you have staff coming back into the building to work business as usual, right? It was announced today on the news, TVJ News, that public sector workers are to return to work today. So do your assessment. Private individuals and business owners as to if it is safe for persons to come back into your building, your structure of work. Now, the government is going to be working on other areas as to clearing roads. You're going to get updates as to which roads are impassable and so on, right? So number two is to build a strong relationship with your bank. So you're going to need to reach out to your financial institution and make them aware of your situation. Now, I know Jamaican people, or probably it's a Caribbean thing, I don't know. We don't like to ask for help. But it is a natural part of life. Asking for help is a natural part of life. And in a natural disaster, if you experience a natural disaster, it is expected that you are going to ask for help if you need it. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to talk to your banker, your bank manager, your loans manager, and to express what your situation is so that you and them can come to a resolution as to what is the next best step for you so that your relationship financially is not weakened or destroyed. You understand? So have that conversation with your banker, have that conversation with your loans officer, because it is very important. All right. And yeah, even ask to if they are aware of any type of funding, any relief effort. And you understand? Because what they also will do is they will set up accounts, relief accounts for persons to give to relief accounts. But this is normally done through an organizational setting. So businesses go to the financial institution, and if it is that you need to set up an account to help Miss Mary that lose her roof, Miss Mary where the whole our put them wash way or whatever the case might be, that you reach out to these institutions and let them know so that they can make these accounts public and known to the general public for those who want to donate, for those who want to help, right? Yeah, and I know Food for Poor will be doing their thing, and the other entities that normally help out in situations like this, right? So reach out to your banker, as I said, reach out to the financial institution. Number 3 is the access disaster funds. So the JIS has on their website, I'm going to share that actually. The JIS has on their website that giving us some information about the funding that the government has put in place. So it says that the National Disaster Fund climbs to over 550 million. So this post was done on May 31st, 2024, right? Recent something, right? So it's saying that the Jamaica National Disaster Fund stands at more than 550 million. Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, has announced. So this marks a substantial increase from the 100 million in the fund at its inception. All right. So this now is to help. So he noted the government's significant strengthening of the country's disaster preparedness efforts in anticipation of an above average 2024 Atlantic hurricane season commencing June 1. So this was the reason for getting more money into the disaster fund, right? To help you, the persons who are badly affected, to access funds. So So what this is saying, what we, the government, started to do is started to put aside funds as a buffer so that in the event of any impact, basically, that the country would have, then this is a form of emergency funding, right? And as I tell persons before, as it relates to finances, emergency funding is needed for the country, for your business, for your personal finances, right? Emergency funding. And this is the emergency funding now that the government has put in place to be able to help persons in Jamaica to be able to get some funds, right? All right. So I'm not going to go through all of this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a link, put this link, the JIS link, in the about the video so that you can go back and read the rest of the information as it relates to that. All right. So that was number 3, accessing disaster funding, right? So the disaster management, national disaster fund has funds available to be able to help Jamaicans as we transition or try to recover from the effects of Hurricane Beryl as one of the natural disasters that has impacted us recently. All right. So number 4 is prioritize goals and pace your recovery. People, the recovery will not be an overnight process for persons who have been badly impacted, persons who have lost their roof, persons who have been flooded out, persons who have to now be staying with friends and family, persons who you live near the shoreline, you live near the seaside, the fisher folk, and so on. A lot of these people will need time. You need time and help to recover, right? And so we have to be our brother's keeper. Now is the time, right? So when it comes to hurricanes or any other natural disaster, it is good for us to reach out to those who are in our community. So that is number 5, connect with your community. Reach out, find out what's happening to the elderly people in your community, right? Find out ways you can give a helping hand to them. Look out for anyone that might need your help or might have resources to help you. Yeah, because we are going to need help from each other for us to be able to recover from Hurricane Beryl, right? Some persons weren't badly affected, like myself. Spanish Town did not get such a bad impact from Hurricane Beryl. I still had lights. Well, it went on and off, but it's more like a flicker. 5 minutes was the longest we didn't have any lights. And as it relates to communication, I don't recall losing communication, cellular phone communication, or anything like that. So we got a lot of rain, not as much wind as others. We got some wind. It was relatively heavy, but I've not gone out on the streets to assess in the neighborhood if any persons have lost roof or so on. So later on, when things kind of ease up a little bit, I'll go out and connect with the community as I'm recommending to you. All right. So the local churches, your local churches and organizations are among the best meeting places for persons in need, right? For persons who suffer from any type of natural disaster, right? So when you come together at your churches and so on, even you can come on, tell your members that you're having a Zoom meeting and you bring on some people on Zoom and let persons really say what it is that they need. And as a community, we band together and to be able to reach out to these people and provide a helping hand, right? So make sure you stay tuned to your news, watch your news by TV or listen by radio, right? Stay on your news channels. Stay closely to the news channel, right? Don't take news from mostly social media, right? Because sometimes you'll get some fake news and we really can't manage none of that right now, right? Real news we want now to solve real problems. All right, so get phones. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna share some phone numbers for disaster coordinators with you. So I actually went on the site to be able to share that information with you guys, because these information are very important now as we look to try to recover from what has not been a direct impact, but not been the hurricane did not make landfall, means it didn't come on the island. That's what the news. We still have to we still are the issues as it relates to the effects that Hurricane Beryl caused, right? So I'm gonna share my screen. Parish Disaster Coordinator is ODPEM website. I'm gonna share that link with you too. And the following are contact details for parish disaster coordinators who are directly employed to the municipality corporation, formerly parish council and city municipalities. All right. So they will be able to give you information as to what is going on in your parish. So this list, I'm going to share the link so that you can check based on what parish you're in, who is the disaster coordinator for your parish, their names, their telephone numbers are there, their email address is there. All of that wonderful information is there for you to have access. And also you have the information as to ODPEM email address, phone number, and those wonderful information. All right, guys. So This is what we have for you today. Hurricane burial, the talk of the town. So natural disasters will impact persons financially because of damages that have been caused by rain, wind, and flooding. All right. So I want you guys to keep safe. Remember to comment if you're which parish you're in. Say tell us if you have lights, you don't have lights, what challenges you're having. If you lost your roof, whatever the case might be, just let us know what's happening in your parish. And as I said before, I'm going to share all the links for the ODPEM disaster coordinators so that you can get access to that. All right, so guys, keep safe and all the best. Bye-bye.